Hello students, I am Bhavan Arora from ASA International. Dear students, we are dealing with the economics of class 12th and we are on the chapter banking. In the last video, we have seen the difference between the central bank as well as the commercial bank. Dear students, this is the last topic. We are talking about control of credit by the central bank. According to CBSE, latest news, they have removed the topic about bank rate, repo rate, reverse repo rate, and other instruments, how they control. Some of the instruments are there, but some of the instruments they have removed, how they control the credit in the economy. But CBSE is very clever, my dear students. They have mentioned that they have removed it from the banking. And dear students, this is the topic which you will get in the aggregate demand and aggregate supply. There you will be getting the third chapter, that is problem of excess demand and deficient demand, and there you will get to know that how you will correct the problem of excess demand, that is inflation, and deficient demand, that is deflation, with the help of monetary policies. And those monetary policies include bank rate, repo rate, cash reserve ratio, statutory liquidity ratio, means all the topics which we are supposed to complete in the banking. So anyhow, either we will do it right now in this chapter, or we will be doing in the problem of excess demand or deficient demand. So better let's do it in this class only, that what are the instruments which central bank have to control the credit in the economy. Basically, control the credit means control the problem of inflation and deflation, or we can say control the problem of money supply in the economy. Sometimes there is a lot of money supply in the economy, then there is inflation in the economy, then we have to soak, we means the central bank or government, they have to soak the money from the economy, they have to take the money from the economy. And certain times, you can take the example of coronavirus time, COVID-19, that at this point of time there is deflation, there is no money in the economy right now. So in these point of times, the RBI needs to give the policies by which there will be the release of cash, release of money supply in the economy. So in the control of credit, we talk about two policies, two instruments. First is quantitative instrument and the other is the qualitative instrument. We start with the quantitative instruments. Okay, the quantitative instruments simply are those which have direct impact on overall supply of the economy. What we say, quantitative instruments are those which have direct impact on the overall supply of the economy. These instruments are first bank rate, second repo rate, third reverse repo rate, fourth open market operation, fifth cash reserve ratio, and the last is statutory liquidity ratio. So what we are saying, we are talking about here control of credit. Two instruments are there, quantitative and qualitative. In the quantitative instruments, we are saying they impact the overall supply of money in the economy. Means with these policies, the impact will be on the complete supply of money in the economy, and we have discussed certain instrument. We have stated some of the instruments here, like bank rate, repo rate, reverse repo rate. These three are together. Then we talk about open market operations, we talk about CRR and SLR. So my dear students, one by one we are supposed to discuss these all concepts. Let's start with the first one in this video, that is bank rate. Okay, when we talk about the bank rate, my dear students, we say that it is the rate at which central bank offer loan to the commercial bank. If central bank changes bank rate, then market rate of interest, in the bracket you should write down what is market rate of interest, that is commercial bank charges from general public. So we are saying that if the bank rate changes, then the market rate of interest will also be directly affected. Why directly? Because if the central bank will increase the rate of interest, bank rate, then definitely the commercial bank also have to increase the market rate of interest. So they have a direct relationship between the change. Now we are talking about what you will be doing, what central bank will be doing during the time of inflation. Okay, dear students, during inflation, the RBI will increase the bank rate. I am giving you the language, as well as I will give you the trick to write that language. Okay, you will write this language by yourself. First thing you will write down, RBI will, during the time of inflation, the bank rate will be increased so that there will be the increase in the market rate of interest. If the market rate of interest will increase, what will happen? If the market rate of interest will increase, it means cost of credit, or we can say that cost of capital will increase. What do you mean by cost of credit or cost of capital? You are getting the credit at 5%, now you are getting the credit at 7%. It means cost of credit in the market has increased. So we are saying that if the market rate of interest will increase, definitely there will be the increase in the cost of credit or cost of credit capital. Definitely what will happen? The demand for credit tends to fall. Due to this, the demand for credit will fall, and ultimately there will be decrease in the supply of money, and inflation is corrected. We need to think like that only, how the inflation will be corrected when the money supply will fall. So we have connected these all. My dear students, please don't write these in the presentation like this in the exams, because this will not work for you. Yes, in the rough you can prepare things like that, so that it will help you at the time of revision. Ultimately you have to write it in the language. I'll give you the example by taking deflation now. At the time of deflation, the RBI will decrease the bank rate so that market rate of interest will also fall, which will lead to the fall in the cost of capital or cost of credit. Ultimately, the demand for the credit will increase, which will also increase the supply of money in the economy, and therefore deflation is corrected. So this is how we are using the first instrument to correct the problem of inflation or deflation in the economy. I hope things are fine. In the coming video, we will be moving towards the other instruments about the checking out the inflation and deflation. Thank you.